Hey guys, and welcome back to Atlas. This is Survival Bob Let's Play, and we are back on the island with the really cool structures built on it. And we're going to start building today. I want to start laying out kind of where I want to put stuff and what I want to do. I've got a little place behind us I built back there. I'll show you that here in a second. But guys, I appreciate you coming on this journey with me, and let's get into the video. Ah! Alright, so there's a half-eaten cobra chasing me currently. Yep, there he is. Hopefully I can get out of the water and shoot him in the face. Where are you going? I don't need a cobra swimming around. Take that, sucker. Did you see that, pig? You want some of that? You don't want none of that. So, guys, there's different layers to this build. So there's different elevations. So this is going to be a little bit different than what I'm used to. Normally, I find a nice flat place, and we stick everything there. But this place has got so much character. It's got so much going on already that I want to really work with it. We got the eagle head up there. We got this cool building and the little fort thing up there. I think one of the first things I want to build is a breeding pen. Breeding pen? How do you say that? Breeding pen. There you go. That's what we want to build. We want to build a breeding pen. And I want to breed the bears. So I'm going to fall. Where do I always fall? Jump. Right there. I thought I could jump over it, but I can't. Come on, let me up. Let me up. I need to build an elevator system too. Might need to work on that. But I want to build a breeding pen. I've got a little hut. I'll show you guys here in a second. Come by here, take a swig every now and then. But and then we're gonna need to get. You know, I keep thinking I need to get some forges going, but I don't really need forges for anything right this minute. So I'm gonna hold off on that. I was thinking about putting the forges up here, just kind of to start with, because it seemed like a, I don't know, kind of a forgy area. Just kind of a hot mess going on up here. We can throw one or two down. I'm thinking I can put them down here. But I think I want to put the taming pen over here. Now leveling it out is going to be difficult. It may be over there. Let me see. Let's look at this. We're definitely going to have to work on some ramp structures if we go this route. Because there's definitely no flattening that. But I want to get a taming pen somewhere in this area. And I don't know that I want it right up behind that thing exactly. I want a little space between them. But so far, let me show you what I got. A little spot here to hang out and cook some food. Got my seeds right here for my garden, which we're going to get to eventually. I need some more seeds, but I got 3 or 4 types. There's this awesome pre-made well, so wanted to incorporate that. And then this is just a little hut I built just to kind of, you know, get things started. Just a little building to get going. Got my maps, got my blueprints in here. Got a bed for when Bob dies, and got my smithy. Pretty much all I need to get going. Let's see if we can get a better look around. Jeffrey, you might can help us out with that. So let's see. Don't fall off. Let's stop running. You know, maybe it needs to be on the top right over here. That's a flatter area. Yeah, I think that'd be better, because you don't think so? You're just always shaking your head. Yeah, maybe we should go right there with the taming pen. Stop shaking your head. Because I think this is going to be too much of an incline to mess with it, and I don't really want to mess up this area. I like it kind of the way it is with a little path going back. This may be it. This may be the spot. I'm tired of you shaking your head, dude. I'm gonna throw you off the cliff here in a second. So I think I'm gonna lay it out with thatch just to get going and see kind of what I see, and then we'll go from there. So let me start placing some pieces and kind of see how big this thing needs to be. I'm thinking I want to try to incorporate this into a natural way down, or not a natural way but down, but the beginning of a way down. Kind of looks like an elephant, doesn't it? Alright, Honey Badger, let's test this out, see how much room you need. So I'm thinking this is the front door, potentially. Potentially? I don't know. You gotta go in. Get in there. Alright, so... let's see. Is 2 wide gonna do it for you? Where's your boy? Or your girl? Excuse me. You're the boy. There you are. Don't be shy, Big Dirty. Come on. We got a nice feller in here waiting for you. Alright, so I can get him right there. Get your head out of there, buddy. Get your head out of there. Alright, so maybe we go out a little bit here. Let's see, how's the snapping going? I can do that, right? Yeah. Let's take a look from up top. Yeah, you need a little bit more room, don't you? Alright, let's mess around a little bit more. You come over here. Alright guys, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. We've got 3 breeding pens in the front with doors, with a gate going on the triangle pieces right here. The triangle pieces, we'll put a gate, a double wide gate there. And then obviously we'll put some doors or something on the other side so we can come through. And have the 3 breeding pens here. And then the back we're going to leave open for large animal storage so we can bring in the elephants and giraffes if we feel like we need to. We may not. We may just do something else here. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to replace this with stone. Obviously, I'm just throwing thatch down because it's cheap, just to get an idea kind of where I want to go. I'm hoping that the rock, you saw this, right? So you can kind of glitch in a little bit and make sure I did wrap it all the way around. So I've got a choice. I can go up on the foundation to make it a step higher. I don't know that I want to do that. I might. You never know. I may tear this up and merge it into another building over here a little bit, or another offshoot over here. We'll see. I'm going to leave that open as well. But with the stone foundations, I'm hoping the stone kind of blends into it and doesn't look too terrible. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we've got the foundations laid the way we want them. Now we gotta move these guys out of here. Let's change out the thatch for stone and see how that looks. Alright, so when I'm lining up these gates, I'm using the arrows as a mark. See, you got the blue arrow there. It's pointing right at that crack in the middle. And I'm going to pull it back, scoot it up just about as far as I can. Just the red will almost get on there. It's a little too far, actually. Right about there. And then that should be good. Throw that down, and then let's throw some walls in real quick just to make sure it looks alright. Can I have these, please? Alright, so yeah. It's gonna snap there. Yep. It'll snap. And then throw some stairs down here. You don't want to put the walls on before you've got all of the doors in. So I'm going to put the last door in here for now. Get this lined up. I feel like it's not. Let's get this red line going back and forth. Okay, so that's good. I'll get the blue line right there. Get it almost to the edge. Bam. Bam. And bam. There we go. And then we will start right here. So I think I'm actually going to have this door be the entrance. And so I'm going to face these walls this way. So this is the inside of them. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to just box off the back of this. So let's get that started. Had to throw a forge down here to get some alloy cooking, because these are wood gates, but the metal gates require alloy. So I threw the forge down there. I couldn't put it up on that other thing right over there. I couldn't put it over there because there was no foundations. So that kind of stunk. But that's okay. We will roll with it. I have never really worked with stone before, so this is kind of new for me. Is that in the right spot? Is that right? Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So I may throw some foundations down here. I got this little piece is screwed up. So pro tip from Bob is be careful with this. And if you can take the thatch out first, do it. I've got a couple foundations. You see that little glitch? I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of shakes there. It's because I threw down 2 or 3 different stone foundations. And I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to try to cover that up with something. I may just make that a breeding pen in the back. So I've got 2 on either side and then maybe 1 in the back. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so I think I've got a design. So let's take a look at this thing. So far I've got the wooden gates, which I like. I got the stairs going up, which I like. This is going to be my entrance. It's going to look exactly the same as the other entrance. But we're going to come on in. So I started with the stone walls, and you know, this is a breeding pen, and that's not really looking breeding pen to me. So I went with wood walls. They didn't look great, so I went with the wood half walls with the railing, and I think that looks pretty good actually. Looks like a pen. I got a half door here so I can actually access them from outside, which is cool. And Oh, I needed some of that. That's right, you killed a snake earlier. So, so yeah, a couple things about this. One is you need to make sure that the pieces are facing out. Well, let me put it a different way. So, the normal snap point for this, let me just show you. Let me just show you over here. This will be easier. Alright, so this is the normal snap point coming in, and you're on the wall, and it is facing out like that. That's where it's going to try to grab, and that's going to look something like this. But the problem is that that will actually not give you enough room to get them in and move them around. So if you rotate it so that it's facing in, which means it's basically on the other foundation facing out, it moves it back just a hair, and it gives you a little bit more room to move. So actually I had to take these walls down because I got the bear stuck in here and I couldn't get them out. And these are all on the, basically the, well, you can see out here too, because it's not going to be exactly in the middle. It's you see it, it's on this foundation. So it's on this foundation pushing in. Anyway, just something if you want to go with a design similar to this, try to maximize your space and not take up too much room, because you want to keep them tight in there so they can breed. And I just tested it, and they can, so we know we're good. I didn't turn them off. I turned them off wandering before they finished, so I didn't want to deal with raising a bear cub right now. But I think this is the design we're going to go with. We've done a lot of testing today. I've spent 3-4 hours messing around with this. But this is kind of how I do when I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So I try a bunch of different stuff. I try not to waste resources as much as possible, but inevitably it does happen. So we got to tear this stuff down, because I'm not going with this. But I think we got a good design. I've got to work out the rest of the building, what it's going to look like, and how high I'm going to go. I thought about going pretty high, actually, making a tower here, but I don't know. We will see. Alright, guys, we've got a pair of bears with some hearts. We got a cow and a Fergie bull that are ready to go as well. So I think we got a little successful little breeding pen here. I'm not ready to start breeding quite yet because, you know, it's a lot of responsibility taking care of a little baby. So we'll mess around with that on another day. But I like the layout so far. I like where we're heading with this building. I got to figure something out for this back area. I'm thinking maybe going up to another story. Maybe expanding this way. I don't know. We'll see. See what I'm feeling when we go. And yeah. So what do you think? What do you think, Big Dirty? What do you think, Honey Badger? You like it? You like it? Not as enough privacy for you? Sorry. You're a bear. What are you going to do? Alright, guys. Well, I think that is going to do it for this episode of Atlas with Survival Bob. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you can give me some tips in the comments down below, because you guys have been great about giving me your ideas, so I'd love to hear any ideas you have on this. We're going to keep building away for a little while. I may take a break and go tame a rhino or something if I get tired of smashing rocks with a hatchet, but so far it hasn't been too bad. So anyway, guys, this is Survival Bob saying, if you're going to be a Bob, have fun with it. We'll see you next time.